Okay, y'all, it's Money Meals Monday. Let's get to those M's, ladies. We're going to start the video off with the quote of, the best salesman is an informed listener. So, ladies, when your man is telling you that he's hungry, he's starving, I'm and that you can hear his stomach talking to his back, I need you to stand up and take a rest in that kitchen and cook. Put your listening caps on and listen tight. As you're applying that pressure to that skillet, apply that same pressure to his pockets. He wants a meal, I want some money. Okay? I need my bills paid. I need my mortgage for the year. I need my car note for the year. I need my life insurance paid for the year. Hell, I'll just take a fucking copay for my dental. Something. Apply that pressure, ladies. It's 2025. We got to do better. All right? This meal is coming from the infamous country of, drumroll please, Italy. We're going to the country of Italy. We're going to be cooking an authentic Italiano meal called Eggplant Parmigiano. So it's going to be made from scratch. So if you want to impress your man with something nice, robust, rich, and intense that's going to stick to his ribs, like you're going to stick your hands in his pockets, listen up. This is the meal for you. Ladies, let's get into it. Don't let this meal slip away, and it can be done on a budget. Let me show you.
I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you.
Okay, ladies, let's start off with the eggplant. You need a couple pounds of that. And let me inform you, eggplant is very waxy. So when you are peeling it, the secret is to catch it one good time. And every time you peel, you want to catch that freshly peeled area so that it comes off easy, as you can see. It comes off easier when you have an area that's already been pre-peeled. After you peel that waxy skin off, unless you like to chew on wax, then you keep the skin on. But me, I don't like that. You're going to cut off the butt and the head of the eggplant. Now, we like a little butt, little head in real life. But when it comes to your eggplant, keep it cute and cut that shit off because nobody wants to eat that. All right? And you're going to rinse and repeat that with all of your eggplant. Be sure that all your eggplant is good and that it's not soft in any areas. Next up is the meat roux. I don't eat meat and my babes doesn't eat meat. So we use Beyond Meat, some Italian seasoning, along with some paprika, some salt, and some fresh tomatoes that I saw that were going to expire in the fridge. So you don't even have to buy fresh ingredients. Just use what you have left over in the fridge. If you got some leftover tomatoes, throw them hoes in there. Okay? Stir that up. Let that cook until it gets a little thick. Next up, you're going to get another skillet. Pour some canola oil in there or whatever oil you like to use. Sunflower or peanut. Whatever your preference is. And you want to fill it maybe a quarter. And then you're going to put your heat on medium. Next up, we're going to do our wet and dry ingredients for our eggplant. So this is what you would call the batter. So I like to use eggs and a little bit of milk to stretch it out. The milk is coconut milk. It kind of works as a thickening agent. So if you don't have enough eggs, you can stretch it out with your milk or coconut milk, almond milk, soy milk, oat milk, whatever it is, whatever your preference is. I learned this little trick from my grandmother when we didn't have enough ingredients. And she's like, just pour some milk in there, baby. And I'm just like, what? So yeah, little tip for later. And when you have your flour, please season it. I don't care what nobody says. Season it with at least some salt and pepper. If not, some garlic and onion powder. And don't stop until your ancestors whisper, stop. Okay? Once your seasoning is all poured in, whisk it up like Chef Curry with the wrist until it's thoroughly blended. We shouldn't see a whole bunch of seasoning. It should be evenly dispersed. And yes, I was filming on my other phone because this phone was dying. Okay, mind your business. You guys want this content? I gotta do what I gotta do. Next up, you want to dip your eggplant in the wet and then the dry, and you want to shake off the excess flour. The reason why you want to shake off because you don't want it to be gummy. The only thing gummy that should be going on is between you and your man, if you know what I mean. Okay? After this is all dipped and done, you're going to put it inside of the oil that you've already preheated, and you're going to let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how hot that your oil is. Mine was on medium, and you want it to be nice and crispy. You should be able to hear the crunch when you take them out. After it's cooked for about 3 minutes, flip it over on the other side, rinse and repeat. In the midst of that cooking, you want to put a little bit of the meat roux at the bottom of the pan so that the eggplants have something to stick on and to sop up, because we're trying to maximize this meal as much as possible. Okay? Once they're done cooking on each side, you want to lay down some paper towel to catch the excess oil from the eggplant. We don't want to kill our man, okay? We want to feed him, not kill him. Too much oil will clog those arteries. It's bad enough for frying food. We want him to be alive and long enough to pay our bills, okay? Keep it cute, lady. Keep it classy. Unless your name is on that insurance policy, let that man live, okay? Once you've coated that pan with the meats, you want to assemble the eggplants across the pan, fully covering it. So it's going to be 3 across and 3 going the other way. If you have room for more, assemble it how you see fit, but this is how I did mine. Once you've got your eggplant base assembled in the pan on top of the sauce, you want to get your mozzarella and you want to slice them up nice and thin, not too thick, so that you can have them prepped and ready for you to assemble your eggplant Parmigiano tower. Make sure you use a nice, sharp, serrated knife. Don't use a butter knife. Don't use a bagel knife. Don't use any other knife besides the serrated one. We want to make sure it gets a thorough cut through and through, okay? Now that we're at the end of cutting the mozzarella, it's time to assemble the eggplant. So this is the piece de resistance. Wait, y'all, that is French, not Italian. I'm so sorry. Let's get back on track. Rewind. Okay, and now we're going to continue to assemble. So it's going to go meat, cheese, eggplant, meat, cheese, eggplant, meat, cheese, eggplant, and you're going to rinse and repeat until you get to the top of your pan. It doesn't necessarily have to be at the top, but because my man is hefty, I had to fill this pan to the brim. But please keep in mind, if you do fill it to the brim, put a sheet of aluminum foil on the bottom of your stove. The last thing you want to do is to have meat drippings sizzling like a fajita on the bottom of your stove, and now your kitchen is causing the smoke detector to go off and you didn't fumble with your bag because now you think you can't cook. So be sure to put that aluminum foil down as a precaution in case it boils over. Okay? Let's not fumble our bag this season, ladies. Okay, so now you see that the meal is coming together. The meal is coming together, ladies. When I say this meal will have your bills paid and your man feeding for more, I'm telling you, this is a money meal. Copy the recipe down below, put it inside your notes so that you can go to the grocery store and cop the same ingredients and woo your man. It's just looking so good as I'm assembling it. Like, I was astonished as I was recording it. Like, I couldn't believe that I even made this myself, although I've made this before. But like, when I say it was so beautiful, and I stacked it to the top. Stacked it to the top. Now, when you stack it this high, beware. Make sure you put some aluminum foil on the bottom of your stove, just in case the juices from the pan spill over, because you don't want anything burnt to be burning in your oven, and then now your man is looking at you like you can't cook. We don't want that. We want him to think that we are Chef Boyardee around this bitch. Okay? And make sure that when you do put these in the oven, I'm going to show you in just a moment. Get a piece of tin foil, spray some NonStick Spray, and you want to put that on top, and then you want to throw that bad boy in the oven, preheated at 350. 350 or 375. Let that cook for 20 minutes and then take the top off and let it cook for additional 15 minutes to let it brown. And this is what you're going to get. Voila. Baby, when I say this ate down, it ate down. You should have heard the moans and groans I got when he took his first bite of this delectable meal. That cheese was crunch crispity, okay? Ladies, make this meal. Get this money. Get it together. I don't really want to stay. I don't really want to go. But I really need to know. Can we get